Can you hear me now? Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sorry, I think it's day one. I need to get the setup correct. So I gotta remove this. Okay. Is it better right now? Now I know what's the problem with the setup, alright? Because this is a new setup. Obviously, you can see on my background, this is the hotel room. Okay, I'm still getting used, so forgive me. I hope all is working fine right now. Let me double check. Camera is on. My mic is on, and yes, all in. That's good. Okay, so why don't I address a few things first? Number one, today this is a new setup, all right? And this setup will only last for today for me is a Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday we got one more round, and then Sunday I'll change to another place. Sunday I'll be moving officially into Harvard, the residence known as the Tata residence. All right, India's richest man donated the entire Tata residence right at Harvard Business School. So there's a few technical setup. You know, I don't have my full equipment with me. I think this is really, I'm on my own. All right, I don't have me right here with me. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I know it's a Saturday 11 a.m. for you guys. Now, second thing I want to share with you is that, you know, the rigor here when I spend my time here in Boston is actually quite challenging. There are about minimum 4 to 5 cases per day that I need to read up. And obviously, you know, I'm very behind in my in my reading up. So that's where I need to catch up. And most importantly is that, you know, every time I go live means I'm breaking away from the class activities and all that. So I want to really make sure you guys are very supportive of this program, right? Each time I'll do at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is your time in Singapore or Asia, 11 a.m. All right. This is still part of my job as a portfolio manager, looking after the hedge fund, and also my job as your teacher to make sure that every single day you're inspired with one idea to fire off a trade in the market. All right. So I hope we continue keep up this momentum, and I know if I can survive my time here in Harvard Business School and I still do this daily live stream with you, and that you can benefit, then by the time we meet up in the Cozy Live Trading in September, we're going to have a very fruitful discussion. Okay, so sorry for the delay and the setup. I'm still trying to get used to it. Now, what I want to cover right now is an important topic I covered in a few videos back then, and the big topic is, of course, we have a kind of a mild rally that's taking place over Friday. All right, so I'm right now officially trading at the time zone in US Eastern Time. So I'm gonna switch over right now to my screen over here, and I want to make sure you are seeing what I'm seeing. All right, so here we go. All right, it looks good. And quick shout out to I see Roy, I see Jeffrey, Kingnip, and Manfred. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, so let's take a look at this really big announcement about inflation data that we kind of survived through from 9.1% dropped to 8.5%, and the market took a breather. All right, so here we go. Hang on a minute. All right, here we go. This was a good week for inflation numbers, but whether it can last is the big question. So a few things that kind of rallied off this very important inflation number is this. I want to show you, whenever we talk about inflation numbers, what is the real number we should be looking for. All right, so And once we get this context right, the rest is, to me, is really, really easy to handle, right? So here we go. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Index to gain clarity. Are we really on a path of recovery? And I'm going to flip it back. This is the Dow Jones Index, all right? Of course, we've gone through really a lot, and always on the bottom left is 2020. Here we go. This is 2020 on the bottom left. On the bottom right, we free up some space, right? But the moment I make the bottom left be 2022, I kind of change the game plan already, right? So I kind of move left and until you see 2022, and I can spread it out a little bit just to see 2023 on the bottom right, okay? So this is the part that, you know, I really spent a lot of time. I think this is a really worthy work for us to do and make sure we perfect this, okay? If I start on the first day of 2022 in January and I push it to the last day in June, then obviously we see this very beautiful 45-degree declining. And according to the CNBC report, they say, hey, you know what? The market kind of rallied. I will cross-verify this way. And can you see how detailed this is, all right? As I tilt the angle of this line that I'm tilting, I want to make sure it's touching the bottom of the full candle. I want to make sure it's touching the bottom of the full candle, which is around like this. So if I enlarge this line, and I mean, I kind of keep playing right over here and touch the bottom of the green candles, then I'm seeing exactly a recovery that shows on the rising red line. Now this rising red line, I can manipulate it. And how do I manipulate it? Here we go. What I can do is, hold on, I forgot the steps already. I can cut it off, I draw again. And I try to move it kind of to, as I am playing just now like this, trying to touch out the bottom candle. If I give them some free up space, right? Look at the space between the candles and the right hand red line. I can push it to end of September, so that we are truly left with what? Uh-oh, did I do something wrong? So that we are truly left with one thing, all right? And that is the final Q4 of 2022. That will be November 1 month, December 1 month, and November, one more time, sorry, October 1 month, November 2nd month, December 3rd month, all right? So we are truly left with that final Q4 for us to see how much further can we push. And if we were to look at this final Q4, all right, this final Q4, right over inside this box, what can fill in the blank inside this box? Number one, midterm election, 5th of November, all right? 5th or 8th of November. Right now, by the way, I'm talking a little bit gibberish because I'm suffering from jet lag. Seriously, the jet lag is kicking in, and I'm trying to focus my mind because lack of sleep. After this show, I got to go and knock out already. All right, so around 5th or 8th of November, we kind of have a midterm election somewhere around here. But don't forget, in December we have the center rally, right? So even before it reaches the red box, what I'm trying to say is, by the time we hit end September, if this chart is true, that is running, red line is running parallel to the bottom of the full candles right there, then that is the line. That is the final line I'm looking at for this rally. Then the challenge is which stocks to get into, right? Many of you kind of feel nervous right now because every day there are more companies, the stock price spiking up. Right now there are more. Compared to the last 6 months, there are more stock prices spiking down compared to spiking up. Right now there are more spiking up than right? There's kind of a trend reversal. I understand this idea. And right now I come back and I say, okay, how can we push this idea really to the max? So tonight we got one very important article that we have to zoom in and kind of nail it up, really nail this, all right? We spoke briefly about semiconductor chips previously, and right now I'm going to put this guy back. Ding. Consider these lesser known semiconductor names poised to benefit from the CHIPS Act going forward. So we kind of tried out, on TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, really nice price, 88.88. Unfortunately, I got kicked out by the trailing limit order, which is good because I've realized a profit in a very short time, right? So right now, if this article is to be true, and we have to memorize a few names, like put it permanently in our memory. Nvidia, Intel, and AMD. And you guys already know my thoughts about Intel. Intel is like condemned already, right? No chance of coming up. Nvidia is going to chase to become $1 trillion market cap. AMD, in terms of its semiconductor chips, they have one of the smallest and one of the most powerful semiconductor chips out there in the marketplace. So I'll definitely go for Nvidia and AMD. But this article, what it's trying to say is, hey, why don't you look at those that kind of are hidden underneath the radar? I want to bring to attention right now, here we go. Those that are hiding behind the radar, here we go. It's shown right over here. However, investors should keep an eye on equipment-focused names like ASML, Lam Research, and KLA Corporation poised to benefit long-term. But it's too general, right? I mean, I like to read articles to be very specific. Again, to me, it's too general. But all these names are good for us to know and kind of start applying them through our FIAT. Push them through our spiking well management system data and see what you get, all right? But I go down this article, then they start to mention different names, and all names, here we go. We have right over here Applied Materials. Okay? We also have the mention of Entegris. May also want to watch companies like Jabil and Flex and MKS. So which one to fire then? Which one to fire then? Because to me, all these peripheral companies, they are again just supporting the main guy, right? These are really just all like peripheral, not the main guy. I would rather focus my research on either Nvidia or AMD, period. I want to go so clear on this. At the same time, since Intel is being mentioned, perhaps Intel hit the bottom low, we also should take a look, right? So this is the homework for this weekend. And I want to make sure that, I am not talking any nonsense here because I'm really kind of overwhelmed by this jet lag. My brain not working that well right now, right? Not as sharp. So forgive me for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this session because I'm really fatigued right now, and kind of just make sure you guys are enjoying it. Are you learning something today? All right, let me fire off the first chat and play you guys some music. Woo! Wow, no response. Very sad. Are you guys learning something today? Oh, thank you very much. And every time you all respond on the live chat, it makes me very happy. And Jeanette, Hannah, thank you very much. I see Manfred, General Tam, thank you very much. All right, y'all can feel it, right? My voice is like 10 times slower. This is jet lag, I'm telling you. Okay, so glad that you guys understand this. So I want to make sure tomorrow when I come back, I'm fully recovered, but the schedule remains the same, right? I kind of fix every day 11 o'clock. I'll just get away, run back to my room and do this live stream with you guys. but you all must play your part, okay? Make sure you all turn up on time and don't waste the live stream. Or not, there's no reason for me to do this, okay? So thank you so much. Unfortunately, today I'm not at the peak of my focus. My mind is kind of drifting right now. I need to sleep a lot. And thank you so much for joining me today, okay? So that's the homework, and it's time for me to go to bed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so let me put this out right now. How did I do? Hang on a minute. Something like this. Okay. Okay. Thank you and good night. God bless you.